Alright, hello and welcome to another chill stream. It's been a while. I think it was last week when I streamed for the first time again after a long time. But yeah, we're back with another stream. Let me unpause the game real quick again. I did some stuff in between because I kind of like doing stuff. I'm always busy with a save, but I don't think doing this like all day on like stream is gonna be very a very interesting thing to watch. It's basically just making my own catenary because it looks just a lot better, in my opinion. Way better than what you see over here. And you can actually make like good looking like, structures for like switches and stuff like that, which is absolutely a must for me. Since I just want to make like somewhat realistic looking, like, real ways. We currently have an autosave going on. I do want to change something on this train station though, because I think that will actually look better. We will still keep two separate platforms over here because I think that's just the way to go, to be fair, but I actually want to connect this piece of like track up so it looks like it's like continuous, and then just put like two signals in the middle so that trains have like separate ways to go, but it could also go through there if they wanted to. I have to make sure though, are all the straight lines? Which one is this? Alright, that was a waypoint through there, the green one. That doesn't necessarily have a waypoint through there. I might want to make one because I don't want them to run over this track over here, which they might do. Let me see. So they go through a waypoint here. The thing is, can they even... Yeah, they can get through there from here. I might also need to change this, but it's hard to do that because... Yeah, that's a three-way switch and I kind of need it. Alright, so... What's signal 7? Oh, there's signal 7. Okay. That's how it goes to the inner track over there. I need to get this one and then actually say that it has to go through this line over here, because that's what we want. Let's get rid of this platform here. And I'm just gonna use a normal track over there. It also means I can get rid of this thing and the other one. Come on. Let me see, because... That's out and that's out. So there should be an outward over here. This is structured a little bit different, I guess, because of the fact that I officially didn't have this over there. I can restructure that. It should be fine. Alright, assets, and then go there. Scroll for a little bit. There we go. And then I think this one goes out. No, the other one goes out. It's in and out. Also, I'm pretty sure I've used the wrong catenary type over here, so I have to redo that. Which is fine. I'm not gonna do it now, but I will do it. Let me see. I need No. Which track is that? This track will fit. Alright, signals. I'm just gonna put slow play ones in here, because why not? And then another one on the other side. Right there. Still have a little piece of overhead wire over here. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Does that mean I have to get rid of this piece of track? Right, tracks. Oh, now I can't do it because this is in the way, I think. Oh, I know why, I think. That might actually be the overhead wires. Let's get rid of this real quick and see if that... Nope. So it is actually the overhead wires. I hope. Yep. So the downside is the overhead wires have a what's it called? Words. It actually has a collider with like the track. You can't really see it, but it is there. So when it comes to like stations, you can make like new tracks over there, unfortunately. This is a tiny bit annoying, but can't really do much about it. Alright, so we need to have... You know, maybe we can actually have like a little bit of a higher pole over here. So it can be on the platform. I think that might be looking interesting. And it also means we don't really need this anymore, because we don't have an endpoint anymore. Which also means I can get rid of this wire over here. The game lets me. Come on. There we go. Why's there no piece of wire over there? This is so annoying. There's also a little piece of wire over here for some reason. Even though I'm pretty sure... Pretty sure this was already without poles attached and stuff. That's just no pole, I think. I think I need this one. Oh yeah, that fixes everything. Now it is actually without wires. Okay. So I'm just gonna reconnect those wires over here real quick, because also should probably make those like one way, just to make sure that there's never gonna be like a train going through here. We need variant B, actually. Now we need to see, is it like 40 meters? Yeah, it's way closer to 40 than 50, so I'm gonna go with 40 over here. This one, I think, is actually close to 60. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, 60, and this one also about 60, so I'll just keep it. And that is the wires being patched. I need to patch the station a little bit, and I think I also need to do it on this side. Yes. Hello, Joker. What am I building here exactly? I've gotten rid of a little piece of platform that was here that separated this platform with the other platform, and just put like signals in the middle. But I'm going a little bit crazy on detailing and stuff like that, so I'm also using like these are the default like wires for the game, right? It's kind of messy. So I'm using a mod where I can hand place all the wires by myself, and I know this is insane, but I mean, come on, it just looks so much better than what's given with the game. So yeah, I'm kind of doing that everywhere right now. I'm doing that off stream though. I'm not gonna do that on the stream. It's way too time consuming, and I doubt that people want to watch me like paint wires onto the tracks all the time. No, because that's kind of hard-coded in the game, I guess, so there is no mod that will actually, like, you know, change it. Unfortunately, if that was the case, people would have already made it, you know? Like, all the wires in the game are the same, and it behaves the same. And I don't know if I have a spot left where I haven't changed it yet, but change everything over here, but everything over there. Maybe I have some over here. Oh yeah, for example, you'll get like the poles that are literally like inside with the tracks and stuff like that. I really don't wanna, you know. Yeah, hand place the wire for the entire, not the entire network yet. I've only recently figured out how to really do the wires because there is actually a little bit of a manual like attached to it. I'm busy with this station at the moment, rewiring everything. You can see it goes over into the default like wire over here for now because I haven't finished it yet. I'm still figuring out where to place down like all the gantry poles and stuff like that. It is a lot of work, but it is also very rewarding. It is a little bit of a puzzle as well because, you know, everything has to fit when it comes to the wires. Everything, you know, has to connect up. Yeah, it's just a lot better, in my opinion. So I will keep doing it. And I don't know, maybe eventually I will kind of do the whole network. I don't know what to do about the high-speed part, because I think all the tracks that have like non-wires right now go with a max of 160 kilometers per hour. Know what this reminds you of? I have no clue. What does this remind you of? Anyway, let me actually make the platform. Also, I'm streaming with a little bit more of delay now because apparently to stream in 4040p you need to have a higher like delay, a higher buffer. So I recently saw a video someone checked that Red Dead Redemption 2, all the wires going from a power plant. Damn. Yeah, that is true. Someone had to design the manual in the design phase. Yep. Just kind of what I'm doing over here, I guess. With all the overhead wires. But, yeah, we'll do a little cap ride on the line over here that stops here, because it will actually show you the difference between like normal and like what I've done. It just looks way better. and I will do everything for like good looks. So this asphalt, that's modern asphalt. I need this one. No rear wall, only open 5. Historically, those were telegraph lines. Yeah, I guess. Hey, I can always appreciate detail, like small details, you know? I think it's actually funny that, like, those telegraph piles, or, like, what's it called? Power lines actually go somewhere. I think it's a good thing. So this is gonna be a little bit annoying because there's this canopy over here and I have to place this down. And there is a switch over there. There's actually a double switch. I think it's always funny how, like, whenever I post like a screenshot on like Steam, one of my saves, and I see my like stations with, like, you know, the round, oh no, that's not what I wanted, where I have like the rounded platforms. People always ask me like, oh, which mod are you using for, like, you know, for like those platforms? And I'm like, well, I'm just using assets to make it look prettier. That's all I do. I don't know, it adds a little bit more flair, a little bit more realism to like the platform in general by adding those things. I should also upgrade those platforms because they need to be like more modern platforms in my opinion. This needs to be like a regional train platform. So much thing to do, you know. Well, there's actually a train waiting here. We can catch that train. Don't worry, trains will always be stuck behind other trains in my saves. It's just how life is, okay? It's realistic. Trains should be stuck and delayed. Prove me wrong. And to be fair, I might have to redo the station and maybe that line completely anyway, because since I have to class 333 from Renfe, I kinda, you know, I kinda want to have like a main line that's like mainly for like diesel trains, partly at least. I'm German, I don't even know what a time train is. That's true, I guess, that's true. Hey, at least we know how to drive trains on time in Germany, but that doesn't really help your like passengers at all. But yeah, this is Deepfield Catenary, and then soon we will go over to the other ones, and it's gonna make a huge difference. You can also actually have like end of line pieces and stuff like that, as you can see over here. It's a lot of fun to play around with. I also decorated this line a little bit with some scenery and stuff to make some screenshots. I'm also not sure if I'm very happy with this overpass right now. I might actually redo this one. Make a different one. Maybe one from scratch, who knows? But yeah, this line is mostly like single track. It's not a very long line. Well, basically both wires are under voltage, because it's basically one. But yes, the upper wire is basically just like a tension wire, and the bottom one is for, like, you know, the train to get the power from. And that was the other train back to the main station, and of course we have an autosave going on as well, because why not? The amount of crashes I've already had, like, on this game, because of the wiring system and stuff like that, because it keeps crashing every time, is insane. The good thing is, though, whenever the game does crash, it does do an autosave, and, well, luckily I've been able to pretty much load up the save again every time it crashed, so I didn't really lose any work. So it's all connected. Yep, it is all connected. Yep. The insulators are indeed on the poles, because that's the easiest way to construct it, and it's all copper wire anyway. You would need like a ton of insulators if you would do it on the wire itself, which doesn't really make sense as well. Yeah. Like, the bottom wire has to be like a straight line, basically, you know? And then the upper wire is basically holding everything in place. Like, the upper wire always goes down a little bit, but it is actually being pulled down towards the center. It gives more strength to, like, the structure to do it like this in general. Yep. Yep. Yeah. We have some very nice German trams over here, because I actually have those on film, I think, because these are actually Karlsruhe trams from Germany, of course. And I've actually been to Karlsruhe and seen those IRL when I was, like, pretty much still a little kid, I guess. It's a while ago. I don't think they're still in service anymore. I don't think so. But I like those tram models. I also kind of like the yellow and gray. Looks quite nice on them, to be fair. Anyway, I should go to where I left off last time, which is... Oh, look at this station. So many people waiting. I don't think I will ever be able to get rid of all of those people, but it's gonna be fine. They just have to wait for the next trade. Already train on the way over here? Nope. This city is kind of dead. Nobody lives here anymore. It's just commercial buildings and industrial, I think. Yeah, that's true. You can't really make it straight. I mean, those cables are quite heavy as well. Like, you know, they're not really that thin if you look at them, or if you look at them like really closely, because they're like pretty thick. Especially like DC wires. DC wires in general are thicker than AC wires, because the amps going through like DC wires are so much higher than AC. Like AC, if I drive on the like 25 kV AC, right, I only draw like 200, 300 amps at max, but at like 1500 volts DC, it can go up to 5000 amps, you know? So the wires need to be able to uphold a lot of like amps. They actually have residents and stuff in them. The boat is full. Is that one full? No, only 44. Oh well. It will get you there in the end. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a formula for it. Yeah. I mean, every overhead wire you'll see is like going down a tiny bit in the middle. So much stuff still to do. I made this off screen, by the way, between episodes, because I just felt like, you know, I need to make this. It's just inside of my head. Needed to have it done. So I just did. It's like a little branch line for like oil trains. From this oil refinery to like the main yard over here. I don't even know if I'm exporting everything already over here. Apparently I am. So that's a good sign, by the way. It's kind of what I like. I was working on this station last time. And I do intend to finish this station today. But before I do that, I also want to kind of redo this station and also redo the high-speed line over here. I'm probably gonna move this by 2, at least as this part, and then maybe towards the bridge. How did your harbor station? You worked on turnout? You mean this one? Where is it? I mean, I think this turns out pretty good. I could do some, maybe some like detailing or something like that over here, but I think the terminal itself looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. Tiny bit of that is like for cranes, but I can't really change much on that. I still have to change this, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Whenever I feel like it. Or I might just get rid of it completely. But maybe I can actually make like an oil terminus over here or something. I think it would be fun, to be fair. But those old buildings are a little bit out of touch right now. And I'd rather also have the city to expand a little bit, or, you know, for the city to have a little bit more room to expand. I also installed these new Skoda trams, and They look very good. I like them a lot. They also kind of fit the town in the color scheme because I have VDL buses like these, which are very much the same as like those trams, so it kind of fits together pretty nicely. If you look at it, it's not completely the same, but you know, it could be the same. Of course, tons of people waiting over here. A lot of people want to go to Les Falls. Are trams so close to the ground on purpose? Pretty much yes. Because, you know, you have to keep in mind that, like, in cities you have, like, pedestrians and cyclists and stuff like that, and that's also why the wheels are pretty much protected and everything is very low to the ground, especially in, like, modern trams. In all the trams you will see, like, it is a little bit less, but even they have, like, special bicycle catchers and stuff like that, just so that it is not as easy to get underneath the tram, because that would be bad. Because, you know, the wheels show no mercy in that matter. They are just like blades that will go through you. So yeah, I want to redo this because I want this to go down straight. What I might have to do, and I also want this to be closer to each other. I don't know what I did over here for connecting this up, but this is connected up this track. I want this to be a little bit closer to each other. I want to do the same as the other station on the other side we were earlier. So the middle platform is actually a very, very shallow platform. It is fine if there are visually no people standing on there, because IRL people wouldn't be standing on the platform, you know, so yeah, that means that I have to get rid of all the things over here again, but it's fine. The animation, this is basically everything that's connected with like the platform is white, so by selecting this I can actually see what's connected, you know, like this bus station is connected with a station, and you can see both platforms over here. Since this is technically two different stations, it will also connect with each other, otherwise it will just both be like white. This is like basically a fake station that I made just to make it look better. Animated dash line, oh you mean this? This is basically connections, yes. Like there is a puff connection underneath this station here that I made, and that actually connects to that station over there. I have to figure out how to do it if I make it like closer to each other. I can maybe do it from the other side, I guess, because this is gonna be further away, and I'm gonna have like a third track over here for cargo trains anyway. But the thing I do not want, and that's what's happening right now, is because I have the like railway lines so close to each other. Same over here, for example, is like, you know, you can actually see like the high-speed catenary is actually taking over, and I do not really like that. I do not like that at all. So that's why I want to get rid of that and replace it. I'm also gonna replace this because I don't know why these are wooden, but I don't know. It's kind of looking weird with like all the concrete tiles over there. Which also means I have to redo this. That's fine. Right now I kind of want to wait until this train has passed this track so I can just redo this. This is the Class 323, by the way. Very beautiful train. Recently came out. I love the sound of it as well. Sounds very good. Does it remind me a little bit of like a German U-boat, to be fair, you know? Which is basically a East German locomotive. It's a little bit different though, but... Alright, so, first of all, let's get rid of all the assets over here, because I don't need them at this moment. And I'm gonna pause the game, because my trains are gonna go crazy otherwise. Well, they are already gonna go crazy, but... Oh, is this connected here? No, I did make roads here, okay. That also means I have to redo this a little bit, because this has to go straight now. This also has to go, because it's gonna go a little bit further away. He drives it to an underground tunnel. Oh, that would be horrible. Okay. So bridges are a little bit laggy, unfortunately. Don't ask me why, but they are. I am gonna do this. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I am going to do this real quick. Parallel tracks. Is it 2 meters that I halt in between over here? Let's find out. Oh, it was, I guess. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. Can we... Is it really... We need this to be straight. Oh, no parallel tracks, please, because we don't need that. Let's get rid of this. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Which also means I have to upgrade tracks over here again. Oh, that's the wrong one. I think it's this one. Nope. That should be the right one, right? Oh, it's this one. Okay. There's a Ukrainian one. The Russian Merc borrows some of them. Some of their ammo. Shigoji Kong just invade my private space. Take my stuff. Of course, of course. And they're not doing the same, of course, right? I need to upgrade this as well. I'm wondering right now, do I really need like a separate track here or not? I don't think I really need to, because there isn't really that many freight trains going over. So I'm just gonna keep it like this. Just a very simple station. Alright, so actually need to build in a fake station here. Concrete track. How long is this one? It's like 160, right? City Skylines 2? No, it is not City Skylines 2. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Oh, I can do it. Wait. That's not what I wanted. Also, I shouldn't... Yeah, it might turn out interesting. Why am I not allowed to do this? So annoying. I can do the other stuff, but not this. I also cannot get rid of that road without upgrading it. Oh, it's auto saving as well. This game name? This Transport Fever 2, yes. It is mainly just managing like your own railway network and buses and whatever. I don't want to get rid of the station. Oh. Now, can I get rid of the last piece of road? Oh, there we go. Okay. Problem solved. I am playing, however, a very modified version of the game, so... No upgrading. So let's go until here, and then... I think I can go a little bit further. I mean, the fun thing about Transport Fever 2 is actually the mods. I mean, there is no DLC for the game really, except for like the deluxe upgrade, which doesn't really add in that much. You have a couple of new vehicles, but it's just a couple. So, alright, this is platform 1, platform 2. It has a road connection. Now, I have to see if I can actually make a road connection to this again. Because there is now no space over there. I just want to have like a connection over here, and I can actually put like a wooden puff over it. I also have to get rid of these holes over here because I don't like it. Look, I hate it when a game does this. Like, why? Why are you deciding to put them on this side over here, but on this side over here just because there's like a station? It's so stupid. But first, road. Where's my road tools? Pop. Here. No build. I want to keep player ownership. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but on one hand, I would have wished that I did some, like, you know, I wouldn't mind if they brought out a tiny bit of like DLC. I appreciate it that they don't want to like, you know, make this into like, you know, a milk a cow, you know, type of deal. But it would have been nice if they, you know, would have released some content maybe over the time where you could just really, for example, because there is so many like Japanese stuff, right, where you can just like turn and everything into like Japanese setting, like completely. I would pay a few bucks for that, for the amount of work going in there. You know what I mean? Because modders can't do everything. I need this to be a little bit different because this is gonna go down now. I don't want that. Yeah, some regional content packs, yes, but you know, I agree. It shouldn't be like a milk cow, like, you know, that some games are. For example, Train Sim World, like 40 euros for like a simple Rudolon, stuff like that. And then you have like Simreal, which is like a Polish product, right? It's so much better than like Train Sim World. It even has like multiplayer, something people really want because, you know, it's just fun. It's just community thing, you know, driving trains together on like a server, and people are enjoying it. Yeah, they're actually providing it, and it's fun. I've been playing that with a couple of people, and, you know, even though you won't always see each other, you can just still relax and talk to each other, and there is interaction because there is also people that are like on the signaling posts. They can also mess up, so your train can be completely delayed or stuff like that. You never know what's gonna happen, just like IRL. Alright, I need to relay that road and then hopefully do a better job at it. Alright, I think this looks a lot better. It is connected up, as you can see over here, even though it's red right now. Officially, I cannot lay down this road over here because it's not really supported by the game, right? But I have the Build Anyway mod, which is basically like for City Skylines 2, the Anarchy mod, I guess, which lets you just place down stuff. Nothing like a traffic jam simulator. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So all I need to do now in the middle of this platform here is actually make like the fake platform. Which is gonna take a little bit of work, but you know, it will just make everything pretty nice. The only thing I cannot get is like the yellow stripe, no matter what I do, even if I make it like 5 meters wide, I cannot get its yellow stripe. That's very unfortunate in my opinion, because if I look at videos about like Spain and these types of stations, because these types are still there, you know, then they all still have like the yellow line over there, but I just can't do anything with it, unfortunately. I need this one. I'm just gonna place it here. So this is gonna be the front. And for the back, we can actually use a different type of platform, so we don't have this on both sides, because I don't think that looks very good. Just want this to be on like one side. And actually, I can just let the trains drive again, because I'm not building any tracks at the moment. Alright, well this it? Yes, it will. And now we do this one on the end. Because this one doesn't have like... I don't know what it is. Looks like, you know, for blind people, a path, but... I doubt it's for blind people because it's way too close to, like, you know, the tracks, to be fair. The thing is also, because this is going to be like a fake platform, basically, there won't be any people standing on those platforms, but to be fair, I don't think you're allowed to stand on those things anyway if there is no train, because they're way too shallow, and, you know, if a train comes by on high speed, you will be sucked into the train, which wouldn't be good for people that want to drive or ride a train. Unless they're into that kind of stuff, I guess, but... I think it's this one? No, it's the other one. I guess wrong. Alright, that's the second platform done, as you can see. Looks very nice. I need to redo this, though, because I do not like those gantry poles, so I will actually replace them with better looking ones, which means that I also have to redo this, which I don't know if I can do because of the road over here. Maybe I don't have to redo it if I just change this one. Can I change this one to... oh. That one? I don't think it wants to change because the piece of road is there. So let's get rid of that road for another time again, because, you know. Oh, one of our trains coming by. One of our oil trains. It's not completely filled up, but it's fine. I don't think it's gonna change here because I'm just gonna go with no poles and no stuff. So just do this. Yeah, it's not gonna change over here because of the fact that the tracks over here are not connected to each other, unfortunately. Which means that I have to redo tracks here as well, unfortunately. These are the right ones, I think. Should be. Why is it bringing back overhead wires here? Shouldn't be. Or maybe because I changed it. Let me... that one. Alright, it's good again. Which also means I can show a little bit on how to work with the other wires. I don't know how long I will be streaming today, but I'll be online for a while. We'll see. I'll probably stream for a couple of hours. But have fun at the sauna. So, let's see. We need B variant. Maybe we could do 60 meter long wires, I guess. Just gonna pop those down. Oh wait, this is not the right thing I need. Need to redo this. Okay. The one here. One there. And one over there. So this is not going to be connecting up completely, but I will eventually redo everything anyway. Make everything like the custom wires because they just look so much better. But it's a lot of work to do, so... Alright. Just keep those for now, because why not? Now let's see. I probably want to have like a bigger thing over here. Well, as you can see, this doesn't really completely line up with a wire, but that's fine. We can redo that. That wire is just there. So I can kind of see like what distance I need to put like the overhead pole. And then from there on we can just I don't think I use 160, I think I use 140 over here because we don't really need higher speeds. And then inner over there. So officially the wires always zigzag a little bit. That's why I have like inner and outer parts basically. Alright, I'm gonna redo the wires real quick. And then it will look a lot better. I need to go in the other direction and hit this one. So I might have to do a little bit of scrolling here. I think this may be, yeah, it's minus 50. It's also minus 50. And then also, okay, that's easy. And then the other line, let's start at 0. Then we most likely need to do the same. Oh, I haven't... Wait, why is this not lined up? What happened there? It's kind of stupid. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Got to change the tool, that's why. So now, should be perfect. Without additional wires everywhere. Okay, I also have to redo or place down all over here. That's 120, I need 140. It's just a normal inner pole. And then over here I need to have an outer version. Oh, that's gonna be inner again, yep. Make sure that I get rid of the right thing there. plus 0.5. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it like that, because I think that's good enough. The other thing I need to do again is realign all the signals, which shouldn't be too much work. Let me see. Permissive signals. 250 meters. Oh, I should have made it one way. Oh well, I'll just replace them manually. And I can just do it from this side. It seems to be a little bit more than 250 meters, but it's not too much off, so I'll just roll with it. I'm doing this side by hand because I want them to match up. Takes a little bit more time, but at least, you know, with this auto signaling tool, I'll be able to put them at like 250 meters or whatever I want every time, which is good. That's it. That's all I need. So the next thing I need to do is actually make the passenger line go past this station and into this station over here. And I'm actually thinking about maybe making like a big bus station or something over here, because I feel like this town still has to grow, right? And we have to make it grow. I also have to redo the whole road work. I kind of want to have like a tram line over here, I think. And I actually want to put in the wide roads with like the tram stops in the middle, which I think will look very good. I don't think the trams will have too many stops. I mean, it's not that big of a town yet. I might lengthen the tram line to here or something, but I can also just do it on like a later date if I really need to. Let me see. So go to buildings. Oh, I can actually make it in one direction. That's kind of cool though. It also has a bus station. Don't really know if I need a bus station, but I think I'd rather go with something like this. Glass. Medium. And an intake. Let's line it up so it's at least a little bit straight. I never really get this like 100% straight. All right, let's place this down. I'm actually gonna make the new tram road. Oh, I need to go to streets. Oh, where is it? This. I think I'm just gonna go with like the ones in the street. Even though the tram stations. What width are they? 3.5. Do we need to? I mean, we can just make it a boulevard road, right? To redo this a little bit, I probably gonna place this underneath the bridge because why not? think that might actually be pretty cool. Location for like a stop. There will be no buildings built over here anyway around it. Even though I don't really need this to be like 2 lanes wide. I think 1 lane is good enough. I don't think there's gonna be like a big highway or main road here. Even though we could go in this direction, I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it 2 lanes because why not? We'll figure it out. Going to redo this a little bit. So I think we need this one. And 3.5 meters wide. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Do we need this one? We want 2 roads that are 2 wide. We need to do it like this. Now I'll just make a station over here. I think that's fair. We at least give the city a little bit of room to like expand. I'm also gonna make a station over here because I think that's a very good location. I wish I could just connect it up in both directions, like straight away, but it's a little bit too far. It says grass here. I should probably just put it on grass. Yeah, I should be able to just do this. I think that looks good enough. We have a station there, and then I'll have another station over here. I know I'm demolishing half the town, but I'm not too worried about it. It will grow back anyway. I have to demolish a little bit more here, because otherwise it won't line up, fortunately. Bunker mode. Alright, I also need to get rid of all those bushes over here because it's really overgrown. I don't really need to get rid of this because I'm not really gonna use that for trams. I have to downgrade that track, or that road rather. Alright, I think that looks decent. Of course we have more bushes on the tracks. I should also redo the roads over here. Actually have Spanish roads, which I think look a lot better than default roads in the game. So I'm just gonna use those. They fit pretty well. So I'm gonna go up here, just gonna replace everything. Actually don't really like this road over here, it's so weird. Replace that. You know what, I'm actually gonna place down a road here, because why not? And then we can probably make another road over here in this direction, just so that this goes through. I'm probably also gonna redo this road here because it's just ugly. Don't like ugly roads. Alright, that's already looking a lot better in my opinion. I think I'm gonna make a road along this side of the track. It's just gonna be for buses and for trams. Can't really use this road for that, unfortunately, because it's not as wide and the tram will do a little weird wiggly thingy on the end, so it's better to just take the normal ones. I might have to go down here. So one thing I really do not like is how it makes a little dip in the road. What I'm gonna do is actually put it like this, and from here on it should be straight again, and I can just get rid of this. And now we do not have the little dip anymore in the road, which is great. Well, I don't want it to go up. I don't want it to go up. We just connect this up over here. Yes, we can. Should probably also put in tram track. Oh, it is not going to be straight, unfortunately. Can we just make it so... No, not like that game. Don't do that to me. You know, at least now there is not like a little dent in like the road. I think I like this a lot more. Let me see. Oop. Okay. And then of course I need to make the other station on this side. Electric tram. I can actually make it in the other direction, I guess. If I make it longer. So it doesn't want me if I go too far. Oh. If I make it 35 long. Alright, 35, it doesn't like 35. Or maybe 30. Nope, 20. You know, I don't think this looks too bad, to be fair. Get rid of some bushes again, because the overgrowth is real over here. Since those bushes are basically trees inside of the ground, the game doesn't really get rid of them, unfortunately, so I have to do it by hand. That's fine. We have a couple of tram stops here. Did we already? Nope, we did not completely up this. But now we have. This road is kind of a dead road. Probably gonna get rid of it over here, and I'm probably gonna make like a different road or something. But I think it would be nice if this road goes over like with a little river there. Probably gonna keep it with like tram track as well, just in case I want to expand over there with my tram network. I don't know what the city is gonna do, so that's another thing. Alright, I'm gonna go a tiny bit up, and then I'm gonna do the same over here. And then hopefully we can make a nice bridge. Just kind of hated how it doesn't really want to make it like properly like the same. Oh. I think this looks the best, to be fair. Spanish bridges. It looks good enough for me for now. It's not the best bridge, but it's probably also because there is a curvation in this bridge here. You know, I can do a little trick. Let me see. All right, I think that looks a lot better. Now, I thought there was a way to upgrade your bridges. But apparently I can't upgrade this bridge. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Oh. And then... let's go with this one. And now it will automatically go like that. And I think we have a beautiful bridge over there. It's not too high, but we don't really need it that high because, you know, there's not going to be any ships going through there anyway, so... But at least we have a nice little space over here for the town to expand into. If it wants to. It's always the question, you never know. But the road to this side is already there, so... that's at least a good thing. I do hope they don't do anything over here trying to connect this road up again and making a mess out of it, but it's transport fever, you never know. Another thing I need is a depot building for my trams. Probably won't be able. This is kind of what I hate, like they updated, like, you know, with the latest patch that like things like these automatically connect up, but it just can't get enough space for like the depot on the road like this, so it will never really work. So you have to put it on like a road like this, I guess, if you want the feature to work. Don't do that. I just need tram tracks over here. I don't really mind doing it over here because it doesn't give you like additional traffic lights or anything, so what am I gonna put on here? I'm probably gonna put 2 Skoda trams over here. That's battery. I don't know what this says. Diesel. This is a fictional one. I haven't seen a green one yet. You know what? I'm just gonna take 2 of the green ones over here. Oh, didn't I say 2? I need to make a new line. Let's make the new line first. So it's coming from here. Under there. To the train station. It's funny how it's trying to go over the road right now. But can't do that. So this is transit route. Line number 1. And now we can actually put those trams on the train line. But yeah, very beautiful trams. I like the green livery on these things. It looks pretty good with the white. Alright, another thing we need to do is actually lengthen the train line. That train line is now terminating over here. It is this one. I don't know, Carlet? Where is Carlet? Carlet is over there. I've never changed the city name on this thing. So we're gonna manage the line. Wait, do I have this town 2 times? In my save? Is that why I would like another... I might have to rename a town or something. Alright. So now we have to take an account. The upward train goes over... Oh. This platform. Yes, I know. You can't turn around over here. That's fine. Don't worry about it, game. Go through there. And then you can choose whatever platform you want. No, maybe you can also go through too. But why not? I don't know why it's complaining, but it should be able to go back. Unless I fuck something up, but I'm not sure. So now you're gonna go through there. You say you have a problem. What is your problem? What is your problem with track 1? You've... catenary everywhere, right? Did I accidentally put like a section without overhead wires? Maybe? No, every... oh wait, this isn't blue. Oh, it's auto saving. Why is this not when... It says no pole, so you would think that, you know, would be electric, right? Let me see. Where is it? Nope, it's not electric. Okay. It's so weird because I've used this before. Those are just no poles. You know, maybe this one then. Let's try this one. Alright, it is working now, but now the other side is having problems, apparently. Why is this side now having problems? What's wrong over here? That's the wrong tools. Oh. No, but it should be already good. I'm pretty sure, because those are pretty much the ones that I'm using, right? Is it maybe check mark? Does not. No, catenary is on. That's so weird because it used to be able to go through here, but now it's not. What happened that is not able to go through there anymore? What if I just use this instead? We're still not able to go through there. Huh. What if I just do... It's gonna make it a little bit ugly, I guess, but... Still has no connection with this. Okay. I'm wondering what the problem is then. This is a passenger station, so that shouldn't be the problem. So it says it is impossible to go to this station and stop here. What is so impossible? Because all the trains are driving through this. It kind of baffles me, you know? Alright. Let's get rid of it. Tracks. Buildings. Passenger stations, right? These are no wire tracks, so they should just work straight away. Now it works again. Okay, that is kind of weird, but you know, I guess we fixed the problem somehow by replacing that one platform. And now we have to redo this little street section again, so we actually have like... how much does this... 544? 272. Okay, that's 544 is more than enough people that can be waiting over there. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I need road. Tiny road, no build road. Not gonna upgrade. And this is enough for it to actually connect up with the station, so it should now be connected up. Let's make sure, yes, my trains can still go through there. There's only one platform I can go through in this station, so it's fine. I will probably need to put on some new trains on this train line, because this train line has like 3 new stations, or 2 basically. Where is one of the trains? It's gonna be a good question. Also, that's one of the trains over there. And then I'll take a look at this platform over here. Because right now it's not stopping the platform where I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop on this platform. So this is... Oh, also, it doesn't stop again over there. I need to add a station again, and then do platform 8. So like the freight trains can just go through track basically. I still have to finish this platform off because it needs to be longer. Okay, I have the train selected, but I deselected it again. Silly me. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Just gonna be 3 of these on that line. Should be more than enough. Which direction is this train going? I think it's going the wrong direction, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, there's one going the right direction. You know, let's just take a look. The first ride over a like new line that we just made, well, sort of just made. We just finished it, more likely. So those trains only go 120 kilometers per hour. They're not the fastest, but it's just a regional train anyway. So we have the high-speed line to the right. And I think this line extension will actually give this line a little bit of a boost when it comes to like exporting passengers and stuff like that. Hello, Ryvan. How are you doing today? I just finished my new line, you know? So I'm just taking a little bit of a cab ride. See how it is, and hopefully no kings in the road, you know? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, I also have ICE trains now, but Spanish ICEs. Which are purple, which is way better than the red that the Deutsche Bahn has, you know? Much better. I have to say though, my high-speed train line is super crowded at this moment because I just can't. 300? No, they're not going 300. You know, no trains on my network go 300 kilometers per hour. It's impossible, you know? Yeah. But yeah, we're finally going over like the new section of track that has been in development for like the longest time. And I finally managed to like, you know, finish it somewhat. And having a train over it. I need to go and do the other line as well. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but it's gonna be fine. I know, maybe want to make the other line like mostly single track. Maybe, not 100% sure. And then just have like, you know, those little bypasses at like stations and maybe some old stations that are not in use anymore and stuff like that. As long as I don't really need too many local passenger trains, I guess I should be fine if the intercity trains are running through it. Single with my traffic. Yes, single with my traffic. You heard that right. Single track. But hey, at least, you know, see it positive, like, you know, the high speed line is double track, right? Right? I'm also just a lot more tempted to make more like single track on black diesel train lines because I've like the Class 333 right now and it looks so amazing. It's such a nice locomotive, and look at this nice little platform over here that's custom built. I'm not done with it yet though. I still have to add in something. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh no. Oh no, that's tram track. Oops. I made it road with tram track, I guess. Yeah, that was not really meant to happen, but, you know, don't worry. The wires aren't deadly. Next train to the party station has been delayed for hours, dude. Single track, yes. Oh, that's the bus. That's not the train. Should keep focused on the train. More important than the bus, you know. Way more important. Oh, there's actually a freight train departing over there. These locomotives are not for download yet though. But also very beautiful. But yeah, this is all still double track. Even though I don't think I really need the last bit to be like double track, to be fair. I could just make it like single track if I really wanted to. I just have to figure out from where I can do that when it comes to like timetable. Which reminds me, I have to set something up real quick. When it comes to timetable. Which line is this? Should be an L. That's oil. Why is this L? What the fuck was I doing? Yeah, you see, I named two towns the same. That's very confusing. I think it's this line. Yeah, it's this line. You can unbunch there if you want, but bunch over there, and you can auto unbunch over there. I think. Yeah, you can do that. Give it time, you need quad track once you figure out the trains you will be using. No, I don't need quad track. I don't need quad track. Where's my thingy? I just need single track, that's all I need, you know? You don't need quad track, it's like overrated, you know? Single track all the way. You have a good view of like the industrial line over there. It's a little bit overgrown, which I kind of like because, you know, it's not really a line that's really being used like that extremely well. It's just like a single oil trade. You know, it's the type of branch line, I guess. And then from here we're going to meet up with the other main line that is still up to make. You know, I can actually do that next. I have to do a lot of terraforming. Because I kind of like to make like a valley through like where the mountain is at the moment. Because I think that will actually look kind of good, and I can do some funny stuff with that. You know, I'm really thinking about probably making that like single track most of the way, or at least some single track sections in there. I mean, what's gonna drive over there, right? Just a couple of intercity trains. Maybe just a single local train. I don't know. That's the end point over here. I know I haven't finished up this part yet, but we'll have to go around anyway. Single track into this station. Yeah, I don't know about that, but you know. So these trams are not picking up any people who want to go on this train. Oh, I might have fucked up over here. That might be why nobody is waiting here. Wait, is this line even functioning? No, this line is not functioning at all. Let's just, you know, put a tram side on that side, you know, and do the same over here. And probably also do the same over here. The trams are going crazy right now. Look at that. I don't think this is healthy. Alright. Are you happy now? Yes, you are. Okay. You're finally happy. Will people actually go take the tram then? Because I've made such a nice tram system for them, and all I see them do is just walk over it. That's normal? Are you sure about that? I don't know about that, man. I've never seen a bendy tram like that. Oh, look at that car, that little ugly duck. No, it's not an ugly duck. It's a beetle, actually. Really? Nobody waiting for the tram? Where are you? Oh, you're actually going to a commercial building. Built in 2078, apparently. Which it is, right now, of course, because, you know. Where are you going to? Oh, you're actually going to a different town. That's good, that's good. That's what we want to see. We want you to spend their money on our amazing, you know, amazing, like, railway network. No, I don't think I've ever showed this station over here. It's very simple right now because I don't really have anything else yet. It's just like single platform. Nothing really to see except for overcrowded buses that are very ugly and not so great. So let's just put up the maintenance a little bit so they're not this ugly and filthy. Damn, that bus is completely crowded. Yeah, this is a pretty big city. Doesn't have any intercity trains, just a regional train, that's all. And eventually I will also lengthen this. And this goes into this town. There's gonna be a station over here with high speed and regional trains. Probably not super many. We'll see about that. So yeah, I'm thinking about just make a sort of valley over here that goes through here alongside Doheny, which we need to rename first, and same for Oxnard, we have to rename that one as well. And then it can connect up over here where we already have a little bit of the main line. Oh, this is actually still very old mainline. I still have to upgrade this, but that's fine. I mean, this is already upgraded, but this is super high speed. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna use that, to be fair. I might just go for like the 160 km/h stuff. This is also still very old. I really need to upgrade this. Like, there's still like pieces of like dirt. Platforms over here. That is very old. This is also a very old train. But it does the job, and I think I only have one train over here. It's only going... Oh no, I have 2 trains. Yeah, it's only going like 1 station anyway. It's not really going anywhere. It's only meant to go into like 1 station. I could maybe change it, but... I mean, I could let the other direction stop in this direction over here on this platform and then let it go in that direction while the train put on the other direction stops over here. It is totally possible, but I think I'm gonna have like a separate service over here because I have those tracks over there already in place for them. Well, one of them is already in use, but the other one can be used by the other one. Yeah. Let me see. Is this bus carrying any people? Yes, 12 people to this station. And I guess most people want to go in the other direction and not in this direction. I don't know why this city is so unpopular, you know? There's people waiting though now. There's people waiting. 13 people. Alright, some people want to go in the other direction, I guess. Nobody wants to go to the railway station over there. Huh. No, this tram is at least making a little bit of money, which is good. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one is at the other end. Which is also making money and bringing in the first 14 people. Alright, I need to get rid of this thing here. Also gonna get rid of the road because don't really need it. Alright, smaller bridge size. Oh, that's wrong thing. So make the start and we can make it a little bit bigger now. Don't worry, I will make this look a lot better in the end. We will probably do a station for this town over here as well. I could actually go up, maybe. Don't know how much I'll go up, but I can go up. I mean, it would be interesting, right? Having a little bit of a climb. I'm not gonna go very steep because I don't really like that. So I'm just gonna do it like this. I think that's a lot better in my opinion. And we're gonna go with 160 tracks. Now we of course want it to be a little bit wiggly. Because you don't want it to be completely straight. And I don't want you to make bridges, because we don't really need that. Alright, let's have a 140 curve over here. Trying to keep that down to 140. Why does it say 135 now? Oh, this is what I don't like, because now it's reset again. I have to put it back to its former value. Okay. Okay, just because I'm going... No, it is not going straight. Just because I'm gonna go straight, it's gonna go back to 136. It's kind of stupid in my opinion, but... what are you gonna do about it? I don't want that. Still going up. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm also not gonna go into a tunnel because I don't like that idea. Just want to have like a valley. I know this looks hideous right now. It will look better when I'm done with it. Alright, I think I'm gonna make like a station over here. Or maybe I'll go into a tiny tunnel over here and then get out on the other side and have the station over there right behind the tunnel. I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's go into the tunnel over here. And then let's get out of the tunnel over there. Trying to put in some layers right now. This should also go because this is gonna make an ugly thingy over there. Let me actually do this. Don't mind having a little bit of a overhead here. No, guess it's gone now. Need to get rid of all the bushes again because, you know, don't want them on the tracks. Bad for business. Terrain tools. Trying to clear him 200 kilometers per hour the fun way. I guess so. It's not good for the trains though. You know? Oh, come on. Invisible, like, you can't get rid of that bush. Stupid. Don't worry, I'll win anyway. Alright, all the bushes are cleared over there. Still people waiting over here. That's a very good sign. I won't put a wait over there and that's upper. And that's west. And nobody wants to get in on west. People actually get off the tram there. Oh, yeah, they actually did. Look at that. People walking to the railway station. It's quite a bit of people, actually. I think the tram must have been packed. Where's the other tram? It should be somewhere. Oh, there it is. Damn, it's already 25 people in that tram over there. And there is 20 waiting over there, but I still think that like 2 trams is enough for now. Eventually I will need more, but city isn't too big yet. Oh, there's also people waiting over here, but nobody wants to go in this direction. Even though it is connected. So I guess everybody just wants to go to the other city, huh? Oh, no, this person actually walking to the other track. And then they disappear. Wait, I can't see any people waiting. Oh, okay, she's finally there. I guess she has to go way, way, way on the ground, you know? Oh, but look at that beautiful train. Stopping at this railway station. Which is very bare minimum. I should probably give the people a little bit of a hiding chance here, right? Or should we just keep them in the sun? 53 out of 130 people. A lot of stuff waiting over here. 538 barrels of... Damn, you're completely filled up already. How many people are waiting over here? 34 people. That is actually very nice. And this tram is gonna bring in 37 more people. So that's gonna be quiet, good for business. Alright, back to go to this over here. I need to make this flat. So we're gonna have like a bus line, or yeah, we're probably gonna do a bus line, because why not? Make this a little bit wider. Well, I can actually use this to go down. So another good thing about it is I'm not demolishing a like main line between roads, even though they're still using dirt roads. Kind of feel bad for those people. Oh, they're actually going towards like this town. What I can do maybe is actually, because I have this bus station anyway, what I can do is just make like another bus line just between these towns over here, and actually also let it go to like the station so that people can also just like take the train over here. I think that's a brilliant idea. So over here I kind of want to make the other railway station. I'm gonna go a little bit into curve here because I kind of like that. It's gonna be 160 curve. And then over here it's gonna be single track. And now we're gonna go have a switch of 90 kilometers per hour, because why not? And then from here on it will be a tiny bit like single track. And I think somewhere over here I'll probably make it like double track again. So we have this tiny bit of single track section over here. I think I kind of want to do that. On top of that, we need to have like another station again, a regional station. Oh, this is a very nice station. I didn't see this one. How did I not see that? Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Oh, okay. I don't want to press that again. Oh, I thought my game was gonna crash. I want that one, I think. 160, is that good enough? Yeah. 2000s decoration. Oh, it's actually changing quite a bit. Oh wait, doesn't want me to do that. Can I do it like this? No. Well, just build it anyway. That always works. Damn, this actually looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. Imagine having like a little bit of a bus platform over here or something underneath. Well, this wasn't really the station I want gonna go for over here, but I do like the design. I might actually use this somewhere else. So this was the station then. That's... Oh, this is not trains. So the 240 meters long. I don't know what the PLM station is. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna go with the station over here because I really want a bit more of a rural station. So trains come in this direction. So what I can do is actually make some, or use some fake platforms over here into the curve, because I think that will look pretty good. A little bit more organic. I might actually do like a third track maybe here, so that like intercity trains have like a possibility to go around if, like, you know, passenger trains are like stopping on the station. At least in one way, because I don't think it will be able to do that for like every way, but I don't think that's actually a bad idea. So what I'm gonna do is actually go down and I'll switch over here. And I know it's gonna be ugly because, you know, the game doesn't like pretty stuff. Yeah, that's why I need to place down my own catenary. I'm telling you. Alright, so the station is gonna be on this side. And we're gonna have like a road go up here into the town. You know, let's use the other station buildings here for a bit. Also, do I really... I guess I have to make it this long. And I guess it's fine if the station building is over there. I mean, I'm gonna have like a middle track over here, which you should probably also make the same length. Buildings. It's gonna be a separate track. I'm also gonna make that 120. That should be the right one. And then we're just gonna make a normal track alongside here. And if I'm right, it should still be... Where is it? It doesn't say so, but does it say over here that it's like... No, it doesn't say it over there either. But it should be electrified. Alright? It should be electrified. If it actually is electrified, I have no clue. Also, why do we have like normal... Oh, I know why. Because this is like normal track. I don't like that. I'm just gonna... Where's the track? I think it's this one. Yeah. I don't know, this one looks like the same as this, but there is a little bit more stuff in the middle. I think it looks good. Yes, I know we don't really have overhead wires right now, as it looks like, but it's fine. So we're gonna go another curve over here. '90 switch over there. Over here we have overhead lines again. Let me just go straight for a tiny bit. Make that 100 switch. So this is probably not gonna be like the fastest like railway line, I imagine, but it's fine. Not everything has to be like super efficient, right? Let's dive into the tunnel here, and let's slowly go down. Oh, do I actually want a bridge over there? I mean, it can be kind of cool. What if I do this? Or that's going to reset what I did. I think it's like this. What kind of bridge do I have? Oh, that looks ugly. Okay, that looks a little bit better. That doesn't look that ugly. Probably want the bridge to be a tiny bit shorter though. Something like this. I think that looks better. And then from there, just have a dirt mount. Alright, go a little bit in that direction. Going to the tunnel is not bad. Kinda like it, to be fair. Let's do another 140. And I think from here on we're gonna get out of the tunnel again. Like that. I wonder how. Okay, we're already pretty low actually. That's actually not bad. Just do it like that. We're gonna get rid of this little piece of water because nobody uses it. Oh. It's so funny that it doesn't show me like it's going down now. Now it shows me. Okay. So I guess it's like this. Alright, that's all I can do. But that's fine. And I know for now we're piercing a little bit through the mountain, but that's why we have terraform tools. Make this a little bit wider. I should have downloaded like the better terraforming tools for in-game. Save like the same one from like the editor. That would have been better. But I think it still looks good. Still kind of have the valley over there, so also we need to get rid of this. Oh, that was the wrong way around. Also, from here on, we can probably just make it like double track again with a high-speed switch. Maybe we can use the other station over here. But it also kind of means that I need to have like a separate track for like the intercity trains to go by. And I probably also need to go down even more. Oh, that's wrong. That doesn't work like that. Alright, 120 km/h switch. I think that's good enough. Let me see, because the track is over there. I think I'm just gonna make like a station by myself. I do like the other station, but I think making it myself is just better. I still have to make the middle platform for this one, but I'll do that in a bit. I just wanna connect up the line first. Maybe give the ability for the intercity trains to drive on, because now they have to terminate over here at this station. They terminate over here in this track, and then they can just go on. Yeah, I'm still streaming, Carol. Welcome. I will, however, make like a third track in here. So I'm gonna do a thingy. I'm gonna make the station here. Sorry for the person that lived there, but you have no house anymore. You're walking home? Alright. Well, have a safe walk home. Alright, let's use this station here. We're actually gonna make this 160 long. That's fine. Gonna get rid of the tracks again because I don't like those. Where's the ones that I want? What's that? Industriegleis. That's German. Monoblock. You know, I'm gonna do a gap of 2 because why not? A little bit of a wider platform. Even though I don't really need it, but I think it might look better. I don't know, it's just a rural station. And let's you do one. Running 5 platforms. And then we also need to have like a dive under, which I guess we should do over here. we should have this over there. Do we actually have like a set for that station building? That would be nice. I think we do. This goes with it. So they have a little canopy over there, and they have a bigger canopy over here. Getting rid of all the bushes that are in the way. Alright, so that's almost 160. I'm happy with that. Connect this up over here. Yep. And that we go in that direction. We're gonna do the same on the other side. I just noticed we're actually going inside of the mountain here. That's interesting. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight here. That's actually gonna be 160, so that's very good. It just needs to be 80. Just for regional trains anyway. And we're gonna do the same as we did on the other side. It's a little bit uniform, but it's good enough. I will do something with like assets in the middle platform, so it looks a little bit better. But basically what I'm gonna do is like the standard like main platform to stop for like regional trains is on this platform. Unless there is already a regional train, it will go on this one or this one. So basically like the intercity trains always kind of have like right of way if there is no train in the way, basically. It does work. So we need to upgrade this. Where is it? Oh. Also need to upgrade this to 160 because apparently this is not 106 kilometers per hour. Probably 120 track or something. I don't know. Still need to upgrade this. Which speed is this? 140 track, okay. I mean, that's decent. We don't really need more over there anyway. Alright, let's make some bridges. I think that's decent. Which other bridges do I have? I don't like that one. Not real big fan of that. This actually doesn't look too bad. The only thing I don't really like is like how this is just hanging on the side. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do, but or I can just go with this. I think this will be sufficient. The farmer is gonna lose one of his crop fields, unfortunately. We can't really do much about it, so let's make a non-bridge over there. This is clearly gonna be higher as that over there, so I might have to redo the road a little bit because I can make a bridge underneath here. which I think I do want anyway. Though, how high is this actually? I mean, technically we could just let the road go up and give it like a railway crossing. We don't really have that many cars anyway, so it should be fine. Damn. Nah, nothing to do with being railed. Wonder if I go up here. That actually doesn't look too bad. It's actually not that much higher anyway. Alright, let's redo those roads for a little bit. That's city roads. No tram tracks, please. Don't need that. Can I just... No. Okay. The only thing I don't really like is how this is standing on top of the road. These work. Let me actually redo this. It's a little bit more smooth. Alright, that already looks a lot better in my opinion. Let me see, I have to wire up this side of the tracks. I'll probably let it go into like double track over here, because I think that's good enough. So 120 switch again. Alright. So that is linked up. Now we just need to make sure that the stations are going to work. I don't really need to get rid of any assets over here, but I do want to see if there is anything. Yes, there is. You know, that just finishes up the railway station a little bit. Kind of like it. Could even do it on this side as well, but I don't think it looks as good. I also have to rename this eventually. Alright. It's asphalt. Modernized, 5 meters. And a rear wall. I could eventually just make this like 2.5 meters wide instead of 5, because why not? Oh, that's a good looking. They have a little bit of an overlap over here, I guess, because of the curvation. Probably gonna end the platform somewhere over here. Nope, wrong one. Alright, I think that's long enough. What I might do... Where is my... Might have to do this. No. Because this way, there won't be like an ugly... Yeah, maybe I can just... with train tools. Who knows? Maybe the game actually wants to work with me this time. I mean, that looks a lot better, I guess. Just need to get rid of that. Because that's ugly. Then we can make another platform over here that extends a little bit into this direction. A very shallow platform. Also, did I give this? Yes, I did give it a street connection. Question is though, can I link it up, or is this road going to be in the way? We'll see about it. First of all, you go here. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I can. I actually can. That's very good. So this is now connected up. Well, anyway. Alright, that's connected with the station, so that's a good start. Just go to assets again. Modernized. No, that's asphalt. I need this. No rear wall, even though this one doesn't even have a rear wall. That aside. Need to put this one here, so I can just get rid of that. Oh, this is actually not looking that good. Oh. So just keep like 5 off. I think I'm just gonna let it stop here. I don't really need the longest train on this platform or this line, I suppose. But I could be wrong. So -30. And then we're gonna go to the normal concrete pavement. I think I might need a little bit further. Uh, 45 maybe. That works out. I cannot get rid of that. That's fine. Just have a double piece then, I guess. The 2.5 meter length. It's basically this platform done. I know it's a very small platform, but that's exactly what I want. The only thing I can still do, I should... it's fine. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Where were they again? Oh, these were the thingies. I don't think it matters which one I use. No, it shouldn't be an offset. Shouldn't be an offset over there either. Alright, I think this one is the best one, but then I need to figure out which one I want, actually. I think this one looks pretty nice. Can't really see what kind of thing it is, but I think it's fine. Just gonna have a couple over here between the platforms so that people can walk from one side to the other. Yeah, probably lost one over here. Oh, that one. Oh. Okay. Not completely correctly spaced out. Might have to Can I redo that? Nah, it's just gonna get rid of the whole station. It's fine. We will definitely need another bus line over here, but first thing we can do is just let the intercities go through. Before we do that, we still have to upgrade all the signals. Well, upgrade signals, we just have to put on signals, basically. Automated signaling. If it works. It would be nice if it would work, but... Well, now it worked. That's better. Also, get rid of this. And once we're done, we'll do a little cap ride, I guess. Let me see. I want a... good signal there. So these shouldn't be one way, because I want them to go in both directions. One way, no. No auto signaling. Let's place down a signal over there. Oh, still have to save. And then over here, one of these. I don't think I need that over there. Just like I don't really need this one because we already have the signal over here. And we're gonna push down more signals here. You know what, we can actually put auto signaling on. It's not gonna be too bad. And then we have to upgrade this one again. We'll make another signal over there just one way. Alright, then you can signal this one up. This should be one way. And this is going to be one way in the other direction. And then we're gonna have another one right next to it, just for like, you know, an additional track for like, you know, intercity trains. And then from here on, it's gonna be like double track again. Alright, that worked pretty nicely. think I can actually put like the lost signal over here. Don't see why not. So train should be able to turn around already. I should also make this into a double slip switch. It's just gonna end here. Yeah, like Intercity trains can already stop over here at this platform, which is good enough. I guess they can even stop on this platform over here if they want to. So there's already 2 platforms that they can go into. You can be also one way. Alright. Oh, I got the signaling on, but it didn't do it. Okay. That's fine, I guess. A little piece that's preventing me from putting down a signal over there. Same over there. And then place down one of these. Alright. So that's pretty much this line finished up. Just need to connect the stations, I guess, with like passenger services and to the towns. But that's not that much work. Alright, it also means I'm just gonna manage this line. And it now ends here, but I'm gonna lengthen it a little bit to this station. I know you want to go into there, but that's not where I want you to go. Go into 4 or 5. It's wrong. Why do you want to go in that direction? That's kind of stupid. Okay, where's the problem here? Okay, you say you can go in there. You go here, yes. Let me see real quick. Oh, this isn't. Okay. Why is this not electrified? Tracks. Did I not use the right ones? Should be electric. Now it's electric. And now you don't have any problems. Okay. Is maybe this one also not electric? Is that the problem? Yep, you're actually going through there. Okay. Oh, okay. You're actually working now. So you're gonna go into platform 5, right? Yes. And then I need to add in the station the back again, because that's how we roll. Alright, so let's go to 1 and then optional. No, you have to go to 1. We don't want you to go through 4. What's preventing you to go through this station though? Oh. So this is 4. That's 1. Oh wait, is that the other line? That is actually the other line. It's also blue, brown. Okay, that's so confusing. Welcome back, Joker. I just finished my my new, well, Intercity line extension. I'm probably gonna need to have like a new Intercity train on this. It's auto-saving. You know what? Just because I can, I'm gonna put in a Grander line, like diesel train with a very long, like Talgo train. There's all pulled trains over here, so I don't have a diesel train yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clone this one. I think this is the clone of that train. Those only go like 140, unfortunately. These things go 160. Passengers. It's funny that those things can go like 350 kilometers per hour. I know the other one actually has a very fitting version. It's only a small one though, but still 90 capacity. It's not the longest, but you know. We also have the Picasso. Which lengthwise, I like a little bit more. 256 meters. Should fit on every station. Where does it come out of? Oh, it actually comes out of the thing of the station. That's interesting. Also, timetable. Don't have that many intercity lines. Okay, that's interesting. I don't want it to unbunch here, but I can unbunch there and there. Please do not. Thank you. Don't care on the way back, but on the way this way, I don't want it to do it because there's also freight traffic going through here. So, would be bad. Anyway, let's go to the start of the line and just follow it from the start to the end. I don't like that locomotive though. It's very laggy to do a cab ride from. Well, I guess we have to wait for another train. I also need to upgrade this terminus station because I feel like it's just too small. It doesn't have the capacity. That I really need it to have. There goes the train again. We'll catch next train. This line is actually not making me that much money. I'm surprised. Oh, like 5 million. No, it's actually not making me money anymore. This line, on the other hand, 114 million. So, can't complain about that. And I know this kind of looked like a big station with, like, you know, 3 platforms, but only this platform over here, which I guess I still have to make better. The only one that's still in use, like the other ones are just their remnants of what once was. Ah, come on, there is another one of these. Damn. I don't like that. Well, I guess we have to wait another train, at least, you know, at least a pretty frequent, so it's not too bad. Not as frequent as my high-speed trains though, but they don't need to be. There's actually not that many people waiting on the station. Kind of have to redo the whole infrastructure in this town, to be fair. Upgrade a little bit so I have like real tram roads and stuff. I don't know, it just doesn't feel the best right now. I mean, there is some people waiting at a couple of the tram stops, but I feel like no, the trams aren't really being used that well, even though apparently they're still making money, so I might be wrong about that. Just don't see that many people standing around. Really also put it on better maintenance. Kind of like the fact that like high-speed trains come in and then the other high-speed trains just pulls out again. And because I have like a timetable mod and it automatically, you know, waits at stations for a little bit, it has a little bit of a waiting time to the train, even though the train, you know, doesn't really need it. But it's better because the trains are better spaced out. It's a bit more realistic, I guess, as well. Like you see the other like high-speed train coming in over there. This train is still waiting over here as well. Loading speed is a little bit down, but it's also just stopped at the moment because it's just waiting for like the minimum time that needs to be between the trains on the Intercity line. And there goes the regional train. Alright, let's see what the next train is gonna be. Autosave. This is also pretty much my main cargo hub over here. There's a lot of stuff waiting. The trains will probably be there to pick it up soon. I also have a feeling that this train station used to have like a lot more people going through there, but it's a little bit less now. Alright, any Intercity train coming yet? Doesn't seem like it. There isn't even anything in this direction yet. Well, there's one over here, but that one is still pretty far away. Is there anything over here by any chance? Yes, there is. We won't see the whole network, but no, that's fine. That's interesting. Oh, because this one is live. That makes more sense. An empty train? What do you mean an empty train? Oh, an empty freight train. Sorry. Yeah, because it delivered all the you know, it delivered all the goods to like the city. You know, goes back empty. That's how it is. And don't worry about the trees, okay? It's fine. But yeah, welcome on the new intercity train towards I don't know what the town I was again. But yeah, we established the train line. Partly single track, yes. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. I think. 150 kilometers per hour, the streets are gone. So be the train. Yeah, but those trains are pretty strong, I'll tell you. Made in Spain after all, you know. Yeah. Still Volt signaling over here, by the way. Oh, there you have a train that's going to the harbor. It is a very filthy train. Let's see, there is another empty freight train going back for more. Oh, there's so many people going in one direction over here. I wonder if there is already gonna be like people waiting to go to like the new station. I think it's gonna be like the next station. If I'm right, at least. Not 100% sure. Look at that, so many people get off the train here. No, still 71 people in this train. Should still be fine. It does want to automatically unbunch here, but pretty much every station, so it's gonna take a little bit of time before it departs, I'm afraid. I don't even know why I have the track to like the right, because there is no train stopping there. This all go through from here on. Yeah, I guess over here I just place a gantry myself. Without doing the wiring yet. Oh, another regional train. Very dirty one again. Oh, it's a little bit of stuttering here. A tiny bit of overgrowth on the track, but nothing too bad. And of course we have an autosave as well, because why not? Huh? I was trying in the other direction, and then behind it in the city train we have a local train. It's very old. I still have to upgrade this station, I guess. It's gonna be pain. Also a regional train on the right. Because why not? It's waiting, of course. Oh, there's actually already people going with this train to like the next station. That's impressive. I didn't think that would happen, but it does. And there we go. Now, let's see how that single, like, track section is gonna work out. Even though it's not here yet. It's a little bit further down the line. But I think it should be alright, it's not too bad. And on top of that, we don't really have any, like, you know, regional trains driving down there yet, so... Don't worry about the lack of overhead wires over here. It's totally fine. Still powered by magic. No, I just have to do it by hand. That's what I want to do anyway, so... Alright, over here we're gonna go into the first bit of single track. Shouldn't be too long though. It's going to be another regional station. And again, not yet in use. I also need to get rid of that rock, because that's just ugly. But I haven't really seen another intercity train yet, so... I have no clue how spaced out they are, to be fair. Oh, huge leg spike. I bet there is gonna be one waiting over here. Or not. You know, I think I actually have to, like, install that mod again that gives you, like, little streams and stuff like that. Because I think it would look pretty good over here, to be fair, because you have a little bit of valley, you know? There was finally another train over there. So we just pull out of the station. So we might have to wait a little bit over there as well then. No, there's actually already people waiting. That's good to see. It's very good to see, actually. I kind of like that. Road vehicle 335 is very bad condition. There's not too many people, I guess, in the train yet, but you know, 21 people is a start, especially for a small town like this. I don't really know what the town is doing here, though. Still 6 people waiting here, 4 here. Even 1 person waiting over there. That's impressive. Oh, city's already building up over here, which I did kind of expect to happen. So I will be doing like a what's it called? A stone wall around here. Because it will eventually just look better. I mean, the platforms are long enough for any city trains here, which is good. Next thing we need to do is actually connect this up over here. But I think that's gonna be for like next time again. And then actually make like a high-speed train station over here as well. Because this here is a speed line. What's the frequency? The train line. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. $25 people waiting for the local train. You know, I totally forgot to rebuild the road over there back. That's fine though. Oh, train's departing. I wonder how the way back is gonna go. Also, I hate how high in the air that like cabin camera is. It's almost on like, you know, on the top of like the train itself. Kind of a weird position. But yeah, well, when I add in like regional trains on this route, I'll probably put like 2 trains on there. Nothing too fancy. Because I kind of need to keep in mind that it is mainly single track. Or this part at least, and I need to give a little bit of room to my city trains. Oh, there's the other intercity train. So I guess they pretty much always just meet each other up over here at like the two-track section, which I think is actually pretty good. I also have to say the single track sections aren't really the longest, so we'll see how thing goes. Those poor passengers have to wait due to poor company management with single track. Which company? I mean, which people have to wait? You know. I mean, everybody's on the train, as far as I know. It's just like the towns have to wait for a little bit longer, you know. That's all. Look at how much like double track still is. Shouldn't be like, you know, an issue. That train has to wait anyway for us because we are better than them. And don't worry about a bridge that's, you know, completely built. Nobody's using it anyway. Hey, look, on freight train is not empty. How about that? Yeah. You were typing, oh my god, full train. Yeah, there are full trains, you know, it's just one directional. I also have to maintenance up a little bit on that train. I don't want it to go dirty. But yeah, those trains, you know, there's also single track over here, as you can see. Like, this town has 2 stations. Is 294 people waiting for one train line, which is very unfortunate because those trains don't have that much capacity. It's only carrying like 130. So many people waiting everywhere. This one is only carrying 72. Oh well. I guess some people will never get to the destination. This line is actually making money, which surprises me. So many people waiting over here as well. Like over 296 people. What's wrong with those people? Why do they all want to go over there? You know what? Maybe I need to replace 2 more of those with those bigger ones. Where are they? How long are these? 200 meters. That's a little bit too long. That is doable, I guess. 162 meters. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. 130. Instead of like 72 is already a big difference. Train's too long, you expand the station? No, I'm not gonna expand the station. You just let them stop on shorter platforms, you know? Or you just keep the train shorter and make sure not everybody can go by train. Just like me. Because you need to torture people, you know? Don't worry, a couple of those people will get on the train. Not everybody, but, you know. 5 people actually want to go to the end of the line. That's insane. You know what? You know what? Oof. Oh, it actually doesn't have like the thing open. It's a little bit. Alright, this one does. Then it has it on both sides. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine though. It's just like a defect, right? I bet there's not a woman in jail first. It's all for yourself. Yes. Hey, I upgraded 2 trains to carry like 200 people, alright? I did a good deed. I think. Look how beautiful these insides are, like. You can see everything. You know, even have like a little camera over there where you can spy on the passengers. You can even look behind you, I guess. Oh yeah, there's a see-through. Oh, there's even people standing in the train. Not even everybody can sit down. Even though there is seats enough. Oh, why do people always want to stand if there's like seats? Oh, what's going on? Alright, that's better. Oh wait, you have different positions, I guess. Different camera positions. I wonder how many people will get off the train over here in this station. I also have to make like a bridge or something over here for like road, so that the city can actually expand to like the other side, like the railway. I think that would be a really nice thing for the city, at least. Is that another double? No, that's just a single unit. Look at it, it just fits on the station, you see? It's not too long. Everything fits. Loading speed 0.99, but it clearly is on the platform, right? Come on. Still a little bit of people waiting. Find the city still on. That is true. Oh. I can apparently sit in the next cab. Which I don't really want to, but, you know. You know, this train is pretty full. If you think about it. 200 out of 200. Most of them are probably gonna get off the train at like next station. Since it's like so super busy over there. I hate the sounds of this train, it's so annoying. The single track bridge, well actually two bridges, and then into the station where it's like double track again. It's just a tiny piece, but I think it looks cool. Next train is already waiting. Oh, that's also a double train. Double unit. There's still people waiting on the platform. And then on the other train line we have like the double-decker trains. But anyway, I've been streaming for like 4 hours and it's like, I think 3 AM right now. Around 3 AM. What time is it exactly? It is actually 3 AM. So, I have to work tomorrow. So I'm probably gonna end it here. Oh, freight train. Pretty full freight train even. And an empty one back. This is a freight corridor, by the way, so let's just hit 12 p.m. Yeah, maybe for you, but you know, not for me, not for me. I'm not living in Australia, okay? And I'm getting a little bit tired, to be fair. Oh look, diesel train with oil. A very nice oil train. Alright, you two arriving. Thanks for watching. And I'll be heading off. Bye bye.